Hey everyone, we are the Lost Boys and Girls. I'm Jake.
I'm Kate.
I'm Eric.
Frank. And Tim.
I'm Andy.
And we are so happy that you guys will be able to join us here today as we talk about Disneyland, the happiest place on Earth. For 68 years, Disneyland has brought many guests over to the realms of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy. And everyone has their particular favorite attractions. Although there are so many great ones to choose from, personally I think the best one is
Wait,
what? No! We all have very different opinions.
well, at least that we can agree on.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now,
Yes.
alright, remember, this is a family-friendly show.
Yes.
You're
So
right.
look. I'll be
I'm
honest.
sorry.
Look, if I were you guys,
Yes.
well, you don't have to agree with each other if you don't want to, but I would show some respect. Like, which one's your favorite?
Yes, that's what we all have to do. We have to
Yes.
respect everyone's opinion.
Yes. Yes.
Clearly, we all have a different favorite ride.
Yes.
Yes.
So, alright, how about this? What we can do, we can all put together our own list, our own top 10s,
Exactly.
and then we'll put them all together, and then we'll be able to see whichever one's ranked the highest. We'll make it onto our actual list. Does that sound fair?
Okay.
Yes. Alright,
Yes.
fair.
Fair enough.
Alright, good. Does that sound good for you, Tim?
Yeah. Done.
Alright, awesome. He's putting his list together. Alright, now anyways, so we're gonna do this as calmly as possible. So, without further ado, you guys, this is our top 10 list of the best Disneyland rides according to the Lost Boys and Girls.
Sorry.
I couldn't resist.
Number 10, with 15 points, according to Lost Boys and Girls, is Star Tours.
Alright.
So Star Tours is an attraction that takes guests into a galaxy far, far away to many different iconic locations from the films, while they encounter some familiar faces like Darth Vader, Boba Fett, maybe even Princess Leia.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. They're my
thoughts
favorites.
on Star Tours, you guys? Everyone want to share their thoughts on Star Tours? Because I'm actually surprised this attraction made it onto the list.
I do like how they redid it and made it into to different locations instead of just to one single location, which was originally the Death Star.
Correct.
That was a nice touch. So.
And what's fun about this is like someone gets picked as the spy on the show.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's never the same adventure
It's
twice.
So that
interactive.
because if you're the spy, then Darth Vader or
someone
else,
else,
or Kylo
yeah.
Ren is
Yeah.
gonna come after you.
Correct.
That's
Yeah,
true.
and also I agree with Tim because you could go different spots and
Yeah,
locations.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it always keeps the ride fresh.
Yeah.
yeah. I also like going around all the planets that are all around this universe, and especially the light speed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So-
absolutely.
Very nice.
Now, show of hands. How many of you guys have been a Rebel spy before on the ride?
Maybe.
Oh!
All of us.
All of us!
I think I'll-
Hey! There you go. Wow.
I'm trying.
Alright. Hold on. Hopefully Vader's not watching. Okay. Which, by the way, Skylar works at that attraction.
Yes, they did.
Oh,
So I went.
yeah.
I do think the only thing that I think really had me this one ranked down lower on my list is the 3D can make me nauseous at times.
Understand.
So that's
Yeah.
the only.
If you're not into
thing about
3D
it.
rides, this is the no go. for you.
Especially there's certain parts like because
Good
you don't
point.
know what scene
Yeah.
you're going into.
That's
So
true.
there's like certain scenes like that. Oh, I can handle. Then there's other scenes that get me a little more.
Same. Like this attraction's not in my top 10, but I appreciate it for what it is.
It is a
Like,
really good ride. I do
Yeah.
enjoy it. I do sometimes miss the original though, and especially.
Oh yeah, especially with Rex.
Yes.
I miss him the most.
Yes.
All right,
So-
number 9.
All right, number 9. Here we go. Number 9 on the list is the Disneyland Railroad.
Hey.
Classic.
Can never go wrong.
With 18 points. Disneyland Railroad, what can we say? Train that goes around the whole park. I
That's
mean,
true.
you cannot go wrong with that.
It's like an experience. It's like seeing everything.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
also you can visit the Grand Canyon and even travel back in time to
Yep,
find
to
the
the
end
dinosaurs.
world.
And also,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and also, I like it because you don't have to walk that very much.
Yeah.
Exactly, it's a great
Right.
alternative to
Tell
walk.
that.
Also, no worries. But also, the Disneyland Railroad is also personally, I think it's a great attraction for anyone that is going to the parks for the first time. So
Yeah.
it gives like it's a great way for having the guests be more familiar with the park.
Yeah.
Overview
And
everything.
overview everything. And also, Walt loves trains.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he
it's-
does, yeah.
So of course it had to make the list. Which I'm glad it made the list.
I am too. I was worried it wasn't going to.
Same, because I know that like some people out there, they don't count it as a ride.
Yeah.
They're like,
It is a
Disney-
ride.
It is a ride.
It is
You
a
go
ride.
to the Grand Canyon and
Yeah.
Primeval World.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like it's a great ride. It's a great experience too.
It's so relaxing.
And what's great about it is that like you can stay on it for pretty much the whole day like,
Yeah.
until it closes. You can pretty much just stay.
No one's gonna really
If you-
care.
No one's gonna really care.
If given the option, yes.
Yeah, it's the only way that you will be booted out is that once the park closed.
Yeah,
and you have to
true.
get out.
Or they take a train off or something.
Yeah,
like
or
that.
they take a train off. Then they boot you off at Toontown.
Yeah.
Good point.
But, yeah.
Other than that, you can take it all day long if you really want to.
Oh yeah, just admire the scenery. Which, by the way, is one of the great views. Not only the Grand Canyon and the Primeval World, but also passing along the rivers of America.
Yes.
That's really nice.
Gorgeous
Yeah.
view.
So beautiful.
That's
Beautiful.
You can
view.
see Mark Twain pass by every
Oh,
once
yeah.
in a while, or the
The
Columbia.
Columbia or the canoes.
And the trains do a little callback back and forth between Mark Twain if you
Oh, yeah, I heard
sometimes
about
catch
that,
it.
yeah.
It's really cute. Like you'll have
I've seen that happen.
you'll have the train go like do 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 do, and then Mark Twain. It's really fun.
Yeah, it's little moments like that that definitely, in my opinion, I'm glad I made it to the list. And I think it's a more magical attraction and more special to Disneyland than Star Tours.
It's a great part
Okay.
of Disney history.
It's a very big part of history.
This is true.
So I'm glad it made it onto the list. On to number 8. Number 8 is Matterhorn bobsleds with 19 points, barely beating the railroad.
Wow.
Hey,
Wait, by the way, who voted for this one?
I did not.
That wasn't me.
Not me.
Not
Wasn't
me.
me.
I was just curious because like Matterhorn made it onto the list, so I know you didn't vote for it. But don't get me wrong, Matterhorn, it's a fun experience. It's just that
Probably
it's
someone
like,
who's not here.
it's like I'm pretty sure maybe Nick did.
Skylar did.
Skylar probably did. Anyone else?
Nope.
No.
How did I make it onto the list? I calculated everything, double checked, asked every member, and yet
The mouse works in mysterious ways.
well, the Matterhorn is a very significant attraction in Disneyland. Not only is it only available in Disneyland, but it's also the first ever steel tubular roller coaster. And it's the first mountain ride in Disneyland.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
And unless
I've never been on it to be honest, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be my least favorite ride because I don't know, it's just so bad.
well, it depends on which side though, because there's
Yes.
2 tracks.
and,
Yes.
and unless if you have back problems.
I was gonna say, the thing
Or
is, if you
the
have a
long
sore
legs.
back midday, ride
Yeah,
Matterhorn
or long
because you're gonna get a
legs.
chiropractic
Probably
adjustment.
not that
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, chiropractor the ride.
Pretty much.
Chiropractor the ride.
Yeah.
Or long legs.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
because it's not really gonna be comfortable if you sit on it, unless you, especially if you get like,
Yeah,
a
it's-
big guy.
You get a chiropractic adjustment, just trust me.
But yeah,
sure.
but if you want a more smoother experience, go to like the track closest
Yeah.
to Fantasyland. That's
If you have the option.
if you have the option.
Sometimes you don't have an option.
Yeah, sometimes you be lucky or unlucky. 'Cause
Unlucky.
although many people prefer the Tomorrowland side because it's more of a thrilling attraction
Yeah.
and it's more jerky.
Yeah, but the one on Fantasyland side is also longer.
It's longer.
And it's because
actually.
it doesn't go over crazy hills and whatnot.
Yeah,
That's true.
but all of those versions, all those tracks, you still get to meet Harold the Yeti.
Yep.
Yes. I could honestly vouch
Yeah.
as to probably why it's on Skylar's list
Mm-hmm.
is because that was one of the first rides we rode on our first date.
Aww.
And so it has a significant meaning, so I understand why it made the
Okay.
list.
Oh,
So-
nice.
Matterhorn?
Yeah, Matterhorn. It was our
Okay.
first ride we
Okay.
rode together.
Okay, I can actually see why.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably the only reason though.
Aww.
Okay.
No, that's very sweet though.
Yeah, it is.
I like that.
That's
Okay.
understandable.
Yeah, maybe we were a bit too harsh on that.
No, we weren't.
Yeah.
No.
I really, it's like, okay, I understand, like, I'll separate my feelings for that to the ride itself. Because, honestly, I'm not a fan of it as much.
Fair enough.
But yet it made it onto the top 10.
Yeah, somehow, and it beat the train.
And it beat the railroad. It beat the railroad! What? Well, all you Matterhorn fans are happy out there that it made the top 10. So,
All 3 of them.
yeah, 3, there's more of them.
Joke.
But anyways, let's move on. Let's move on with the
Yes,
list.
number 7.
Number 7 goes to one of my personal favorites, Peter Pan's Flight. Because that is a classic attraction. It's like pretty much soaring above Neverland in London on a flying galleon, and pretty much like it's a one magical experience.
Did
Like,
you call it a galleon?
yeah, that's what
I
it's
know.
a proper term.
I know.
Yeah, it's a galleon. Many people call it a pirate ship, but it's a galleon. So like,
Okay.
Jolly Roger.
well, yeah, it's like that's the name of the ship.
Yes.
Yeah, but.
Captain Hook's ship, yeah.
But yeah, so I like as a huge Peter Pan fan, and plus what our group is inspired by Peter Pan. I'm happy that this attraction made the list. It has a very special place in my heart as one of the rides I would go on again and again, and I just love
And then you
it.
die.
That's what I mentioned.
The lion's from Disenchanted.
I know.
Honestly, though, yeah, that's a great attraction. It's a classic, minus the possible 50+ minute wait that
Yeah,
you
which
get
many people think that the ride is overrated.
for a 2-minute ride.
For a 2-minute ride.
You wait 50 minutes
Oh,
of your
yes.
day.
Hey, at least it's not Chippendale's Gadget Coaster. That
Yeah.
was a 44-second
Yeah.
ride.
But the thing is, at least you don't have a long line.
That's true.
The lines are usually less than 15 minutes.
Okay, that's
Yes.
true.
That's
That is true.
That's just
That's the only thing. That's the only gripe I
I'd
have.
rather wait for Peter Pan than the Gadget
No,
Coaster.
I
Yeah,
would too. But what I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
is, for those who don't have DOS or anything.
I know. But yeah, Peter Pan's Flight, once again, holds a very special place in my heart, as well as many others. It's one of those rides that we definitely go on at least like once every other trip. I would say like
Sure.
not every trip, but like every like
Every so often.
every so often.
And,
like,
and plus, we're the last boys and girls.
Yes.
yeah, like, we
of
have to go
course.
on the ride.
I
Like,
will
it's-
say one of my favorite moments I think I had with Peter Pan was Dapper Day.
Yeah.
Well, because I went with Skylar and we dressed
Oh,
as Orpheus and Eurydice from Hadestown.
Ooh.
And there was a cast member that walked up to us and she's like, "Oh my gosh, are you Orpheus and Eurydice?" And we're like, "Yeah." She's like, "I love your outfits. Can I make some magic for you?" And we're like, "Sure." She's like, "Follow me." She literally took us to the exit for Peter Pan to ride it together. And it was the sweetest thing. So
okay.
shout out to that cast member. You really made our
Which,
day.
by the way, it's funny that you said that because that experience happened with us too. We were like literally at the exit for Alice in Wonderland, and like we were really like a cast member, like we were talking, we were having a great conversation, and all of a sudden she just wanted to give magic to us, and she took us to the exit of Peter Pan, and we went on the ride.
It's
And
so
then-
great.
When did this happen? I don't remember this.
That was in
it was
like,
before the park shut down.
I see.
It was before that.
That was
I see.
on you and me. That was between.
It was like
Actually,
during
it was-
February.
I think I was there. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
there.
our birthday trip.
Yeah. It
That was our
it
birthday trip.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a
it
birthday
was.
trip before the park shut down.
But
Yes.
thank you, cast members.
Yes, thank you
because
for the cast
you make such
members.
wonderful
Because
magical
I
moments.
remember we went on Alice in Wonderland before we got on Peter Pan's Flight.
Yeah.
Correct.
Twice.
Yeah, we went on it twice because we had a reservation for that using our DOS, and then like, and then she allowed us to go on it again.
Yeah.
So which I thought was really super sweet.
That's nice.
So yeah, that ride holds a very special place in our heart for not only
It's a staple of our channel.
it's a staple, yeah, for the young and the young at heart, and plus Walt Disney loves Peter Pan.
Yes.
So
Oh, yes.
I'm glad it made it onto the list.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to number 6. Number 6 is Indiana Jones Adventure.
Oh.
I got lots of oohs in there.
Ah.
Oh, I wasn't second gods, okay.
That's weirding me out.
Mara.
Totally weirding me out.
Oh yeah. So Indiana Jones Adventure, Temple of Forbidden Eye takes guests on a thrilling adventure through the temple while escaping the wrath of Mara and other dangers. So I'm glad this attraction made the list.
It
Yeah.
gives you danger zone especially with the Forbidden Eye.
Oh yeah.
Danger zone. That's
And
tough.
I always
It
have
is
to
dangerous.
remind everybody to close their eyes.
Yeah, but there's always one person in the car.
It's always the one person.
It's always one person.
It's the 1%.
Yeah.
Never
Well,
me.
It's still one of my least favorite rides, to be honest.
Yeah, it's one of those rides that understandable.
Yeah,
I mean, we all have least favorite rides,
Yeah.
but it's all good. Like we don't like try to get you on the ride. Like, oh, it's fun. It's like Jungle Cruise on wheels.
Especially
No.
yes.
It
Yeah,
is not
it's not
Jungle
true.
Cruise.
Oh, I do like-
That's how I got tricked onto this ride when I was little.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you didn't know the story?
No.
Okay.
She wasn't
funny
there
story.
last time.
Yeah, okay. It was when the ride first opened,
Okay.
and it was back before like I became like more of a thrill seeker. It was before I went on like rides like Splash Mountain and Big Thunder in space. Like I was too chicken for that.
Right.
And my older sister, she's like, hey, you want to go to this new ride? It's called Indiana Jones. I was like, ooh, what's it like? It's like, oh, it's like the Jungle Cruise, but instead of a boat, you're in a car. And I was like, oh, that sounds cool.
No.
I was traumatized after that. I didn't go back on that ride for years until years later, and I've grown to love the ride. It's one of my top favorites, and I'm glad that you guys put it on that.
And
list.
It's one of my top favorites too.
And especially it's now updated.
Yes, which goodbye to the rat room, which I'm glad that's gone.
The rats can book it.
Yes.
And especially they finally fixed the snake.
Yeah.
Yes, they finally fixed the snake. Which, by the way,
The rat room. Sorry, Remy.
yeah,
I was gonna say head back to Paris.
yeah. Which, by the way, who knows the name of the snake?
Fluffy.
Fluffy. Yeah, that's the name of the snake.
It's Fluffy the snake.
Which is ironic because they're not
That's
universal.
universal.
No.
But yeah, so many great
Well,
effects in
And
it.
they made it more terrifying than it looked before.
Oh, absolutely. The Gates of Doom, the
Yep.
snake,
They
the
fixed the lighting,
boulder, the lighting,
the
the
fire.
lava.
Yeah.
Fire.
So
And the giant ball.
Yep, so much more immersive.
Everything's terrible.
The giant boulder. Yeah.
Yes.
You said ball.
So
Well,
great.
I know.
That's okay.
That's
I
the
just didn't know
spice
what it
that meets the
was
bone.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of those attractions where it's like you have to go on it again. Like it's such a great experience.
It's a classic.
It's such a, even though like the ride came out like in the 90s too, it like ever since they recently like refurbished it, it holds up.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Even though like, which by the way, I'm surprised no one said it yet, but I'm gonna say it here. Even though the ride breaks down a lot.
Yeah.
It breaks down a lot.
Tell me about it.
Indiana Jones is also one of the attractions that has one of the most interactive queues.
Yes.
And it's it brings you into the temple. And I
Yes,
think that's
true.
very
Absolutely.
well done.
Definitely up there, one of the best ride queues in all of Disneyland.
Yes.
Highly detailed, very immersive when the effects work.
Yep.
Looking at you, Bamford pole that's missing. But it's
That's gone now.
But overall, it's a fantastic, no, incredible ride. It is really good and definitely worth a spot on our list.
Okay.
Here we go, number 5 with 37 points. It's Tim's favorite ride, Space Mountain.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, Space Mountain.
Space Mountain is a thrilling, high-speed roller coaster type ride in the dark with sharp turns, sudden drops, and stops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said 7 drops?
Like
Sudden
Sudden.
drop.
Sudden.
That's 7.
Let's just
I
move
get
on.
it.
But yeah, Space Mountain, classic.
Oh yeah. It was made in
Yes.
1977, which, fun fact, the space station you enter into the ride is Spaceport 77, which is a reference to the year that the ride opened,
Fair
in
enough.
1977.
Yeah, and they redid it in
Hey,
2005.
can I say something?
Yes.
Sorry, Disney World, but ours is way better than yours.
Oh!
I actually haven't been on Disney World, so.
So I
me
will
neither.
say, I would
Yeah.
prefer though.
And-
I prefer.
And why is that?
Oh, which one do you
What was
prefer?
that?
Because of the seats.
The seats.
I was gonna say the
seats.
seats is the best thing in Disney World.
What
Oh!
Because that over there at Disney World,
I'm confused.
they have separation of seats, and over here at Disneyland, they're together.
Together,
seats.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
but in
separate
Disney,
seats.
but in Disney
Yes.
World, that's like my favorite part is because they're like recliner seats. They're like nice and cushioned and padded that I don't have to literally squeeze myself in to get onto the ride.
Even
I'll
though
give you
Walt
that.
Disney World's version is pretty much Matterhorn in the dark.
that's
Yeah, pretty much. The thing is, listen, I still prefer
Is that
ours.
dark, you say?
You still-
Matterhorn?
Actually,
Yeah,
of course it
yeah,
is.
their version is like Matterhorn
It's
in the
like
dark.
Matterhorn.
Yeah,
It's like Matterhorn.
Yeah.
But I would say that I still do prefer ours,
Okay.
but I just love the seats more in Disney.
Oh yeah, and plus we have an onboard soundtrack.
Yes,
We
we
have music in ours.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Disney World doesn't have music.
Yep,
It's
so-
boring.
And at least yeah, rain.
The music is what makes it feel like it's going faster.
Yeah.
That's true.
And also,
and
yeah.
I
the
love
fan.
soaring all over the universe.
Oh yeah, going over the stars
Yep.
and like the lift off, and of course you got like
The giant
and-
cookie.
And it
The
will
giant
take-
cookie.
Yeah.
and-
I'm still calling it a giant cookie.
Everyone always does that.
and it will take you out of this world.
Literally.
Yeah. I saw this painting one time. It was like Stitch was having a dream, and he was dreaming that he took over Space Mountain.
Aw, which fun fact, I'm not sure many of you guys know this, but Disney was actually thinking about like possibly like doing like a retheme of Space Mountain to Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, how convenient.
Oh.
That,
But
that
they
never happened.
scrapped those plans.
No more IPs! Disney! No more IPs! We need original ideas!
Like Pirates,
Yes.
Haunted Mansion.
Like the things before the 2000s. Please, bleep me out, because I do need to see this.
Okay.
I need to get my point across.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright.
I am pissed that Disney World in Walt Disney World Paris kept the Space Mountain overlay as an official thing. I'm tired of IPs. Get rid of it.
Which overlay?
It's the
Hyperspace?
Hyperspace.
Yeah, they
it's
kept
official.
it for so long.
No, it's official in Disney World. They're not removing it.
Really?
That's why I'm.
Disney World?
No, I'm sorry.
No.
Paris.
Paris, they kept it as hyperspace.
They're not removing
They're
it.
not removing it.
I love Disney's imagination and imagineering of bringing people to the worlds of movies.
Right.
Where's the original ideas?
Right.
I'm very passionate. I'm sorry. I'm passionate about this because
no worries.
I just love classic Disney. You know, you would go on to something like Haunted Mansion. It made its own story.
Exactly.
You don't need to see a movie to get what you're going on to.
Or Pirates of the Caribbean or Big Thunder.
It's just like overtaking everything.
Right, we're like, oh, everything has to be an IP.
And it's like that's why I was also I love Hyperspace Mountain. I do.
But
it only can go
only
for so long.
temporary. Only
That's
temporary.
the thing, is because it's just the whole thing is that it's an attraction and they're replacing it with something that has something else to it.
Correct.
And it's like, I get it. Money.
Right.
But at the same time, where's the creativity? Because that's what Disneyland was all about. Was about bringing
taking risks
imagination
and being creative.
and imaginative.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I'm excited also for Tiana's Bayou Adventure, but where's the creativity?
It's another IP.
It's another IP.
Right.
And
Although Splash Mountain was based on a pre-existing IP as well.
Yes.
But
But what I'm saying
but
that
differently.
is going forward.
But going forward,
something.
yes.
Because if you guys aren't aware, in Tokyo Disney, you know they're getting the Frozen Land, they're getting the Rapunzel Land, they're getting all of these
they're getting Neverland.
IPs,
They're getting Neverland as well.
Yeah.
all these IPs. But where's the creativity?
Where's the original? I think
Where's the originality?
Yeah, I think that the last ones I've heard were like for like the big grizzly mountain coaster, and there was the Mystic Manor, and there was Expedition Everest.
Yeah.
It's like
But
these,
those are all gone now because well, maybe gone as in they're not doing it anymore.
right,
like
they're just more
creative.
doing IPs. Even their Blue Sky ideas that they talked about at D23, it's like they're all IP based.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Just please bring back Walt's dream of creating unique things. Like
Wow, this part of the show got deep.
Next.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, let's go on.
Space Mountain!
Space Mountain, yay!
Everyone!
Space Mountain, yay! Next.
All right. Number 4 on our list is Frank's favorite ride, Rise of the Resistance.
Really?
Oh, boo!
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Really? Number 4?
Number 4.
No, number 1.
I'm shocked.
No, I'm joking. It has 39 points.
I know.
We voted and it got 4th place.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
So, Rise of the Resistance is an immersive story that takes guests literally into the Star Wars universe, where they get captured by the First Order and they have to escape with the help of the Resistance.
Yeah.
And my gosh, this is definitely Disney's most innovative ride that they've built recently.
Disney went hardcore.
It's
They
literally
did.
3 attractions in one.
Hey,
That's
something-
true.
This is the most iconic ride ever.
For you.
Yeah,
for
it's
you.
the most iconic ride ever.
Yeah.
It's very iconic.
Although it does join
But
in
not
as a
ever.
ride that breaks down off.
And we all know why.
Yeah,
We
it's
do know
because it's so technologically advanced.
Well, not just that. It runs on 4G Wi-Fi.
Yep.
And if the Wi-Fi goes down, right
It's
down.
Yep, because which by the way is fun fact.
Yes.
Kate and I actually got evacuated off when it broke down.
I saw that
In the
video.
best scene in the whole ride to get stuck at too.
It was great.
With the giant AT-ATs. It was so dang cool.
Yeah.
But
AT-ATs.
no, it was cool.
Wow.
It was really cool. Not all good.
It was. I mean, who would not want to stop at that part?
What?
Yeah.
You're just admiring the details and everything, but
It was
yeah, you
very
get to see
cool.
giant AT-ATs, you get to see Kylo
saw-
Ren,
We saw Finn.
Finn,
Yeah.
Finn there.
Hey, guys.
And and what I love about this attraction is that it pretty much mashes kind of 3 attractions into one, because you got this really immersive, because once you get into the whole briefing room with Rey and BB-8, like that's where the story really picks up.
It
and
was
like,
very
it
cool.
doesn't feel like you're waiting in line.
Yeah.
And that you're like, it's all part of this one big experience. I think that's the best way to describe this ride. It's not a ride, it's an experience.
I'm calling my mom out on this, but her first time riding it, she cried.
Wow.
And I was like kind of judging her. I was like, I get it. It's emotional. Yeah, it's really.
Maybe I should call her.
Yeah, because like you go to the pre-show and it's like you go do a shuttle and like it literally feels like a mini ride. Because
Yeah.
we're going through.
You're drawn into the story.
Oh yeah, and like you literally get. It's not like one of those like simulator rides. You literally pop into it.
And you get kidnapped by the First Order.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and you get interrogated, and the resistance busts you out, and you have to go on this like hair-raising escape before the Star Destroyer blows up.
Yep.
And it's my gosh.
Wait a spoiler for those who haven't been on it yet.
But I didn't give like the details like how the ride goes. Though.
Okay, give it up.
And plus, the ride's been out since
2019?
2019.
No, 2020.
2020.
2020.
Yeah.
That's right. 2020. Thank you so much.
2020, yeah.
2020, because it was before the park closed down.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2020. But yeah, it's an incredible ride when it's working.
Definitely read it. I will say one of my favorite details. I still haven't read it, but if you're going through the queue, like the creators really did their research because on the books based upon Batu, like there's a book.
Yes.
And I'm like, it's something Batu.
Oh, is it the one about the waterfall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's like a giant hole
There's a giant hole.
in the ground, and that's mentioned in the book. And
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting.
Oh yeah.
So you
I know they told me about
before
that.
you tried it? Or?
No, I didn't. I still have to read the book. I just know about it. I heard about
Well,
it.
I was about to finish where I'm just.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
no
sorry.
worries. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, when it finally opened after COVID, or after the whole Disneyland opened,
Right.
back, well, I did finally gotta go on it, and like the first time with you guys.
Yeah, I was there. I think
was
you
there.
guys were there. You were there.
Well, I mean, Eric was with us in my second time. Like, he was.
That's right, because you
That
went on
was,
it
last,
twice.
that was last year, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went on it twice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but to be honest, on the first one, I was kind of nervous,
Oh yeah.
and then everything it feels like we're on the dark side. All the details. I mean,
Yeah.
especially I don't know, like
So it was a bit overwhelming.
Sorry,
yeah,
Don.
really overwhelming. Exactly. And
But we're very proud that you had the courage to go on
Yes.
the ride.
I know.
Yeah. Round of applause for Andy. Round of applause for Andy.
Unfortunately, it's my least favorite ride as well, and I'm not sure I will go on it again ever because
Okay.
Aww.
really.
I would say,
I had to.
Yeah.
one of the things I will say that I'm kind of sad that they haven't fixed or anything because there's something that's been broken. for
The
longest
cannon?
time.
The
Is
cannon.
Yeah, the cans are still broken.
They don't move.
Yeah. What happened?
I don't know, they're just not
Because they're supposed to like
Go forward.
and back, but no, they just stay in place now. Which is like
What happened? It was so cool.
It was
I
such a
loved
cool
it.
effect.
It was like really gives you like the anxiety feeling, like you're like, oh, we're gonna get.
oh, we're about to
hurt.
get hit. Like, oh no.
Yeah, because even the
The ride.
the vehicles, the droid vehicles, yes.
that they literally move forward and then back
Go
again,
back
and you're
again.
just like, why are we doing
Why
this?
is it? Yeah.
What's the purpose?
and for what?
It's like, we can interrupt your escape to bring you a dance break. Oh, we're good to go.
I definitely give it a ride, or write it if you haven't yet. I definitely think it deserves to be
Yep,
up
it
there.
is.
It's
Yep.
really good.
And it's a no-brainer. It made it onto our top 10 Disneyland.
And even
rides.
top 5.
Number 3 with 20 points is Andy's favorite ride, Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean is a voyage that takes guests back in time where pirates pillage, rifled, and don't give any hoots. And like you get to see ship battles, you get to see treasure, you get to see Jack Sparrow, you get to see Red,
And you could see skeletons.
yes, you get to see dead people, which gives.
That's still terrible.
I saw that one coming. I saw that one coming.
Another ride
I
has
had
dead
to.
people too.
Really terrible. But
But you see skeletons.
That's not till later. But anyways.
You see the dead before you see the living.
Which, by the
Actually,
way,
she's right.
since we're talking about pirates, one of my favorite elements of the attraction wasn't it wasn't part of the original, but it was added in later when they like changed up the auction scene with Red. But it's the transition scene, which I thought was very brilliantly done. Such a simple effect, but it works so well. So you see a skeleton, a pirate skeleton caught in a trap with a chest of gold with an octopus, and see you passing by, and it slowly turns into a human pirate.
That's recently added too.
Yeah, very recently added, but it really adds on to the story and proves the concept that you've gone back in time
and
to the pirates.
And they brought back the original voiceovers for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no more Davy Jones or Blackbeard waterfall projection.
Except
No more
gone.
Except at the end. Except at the
I was
end.
about to say, unfortunately, they're no longer there. Like,
Which personally, no.
They brought the original from opening day.
Yep.
The original.
Yeah.
audio.
The original
Yeah.
audio.
Yeah.
Which
Still
I'm
there.
glad
Paul
they
Frees,
did.
if I remember, yeah.
What's that?
Voiced by Paul Frees.
I think so.
If
I think he
could be
was.
wrong.
I think he
Yeah,
was.
yeah, it's Paul Frees.
Possibly.
And
Ghost
also, I kind of missed the fog.
I did too, but I got.
Yeah, me too.
I can understand why they got rid of
with
it.
Davy Jones and Blackbeard, you said?
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't
Yeah, I
really.
missed that too.
I mean, like, it doesn't
I
really
missed both of
work.
them.
It doesn't really work now with all the guests passing by doing this.
I always do that.
That's so true. Everyone's just like, they see fog, they become ninja.
Yeah,
They become ninja in the fog.
I just blew and I just went.
Yeah, and
I did.
Yeah, it doesn't go all the way down to the water anymore. It just goes halfway.
The worst that I felt
Yeah,
was
maybe I
like,
did this before, yeah.
sometimes the fog would drip water.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
I remember like we'd be
Yeah.
sitting there
Yeah,
like,
so this was water.
But it's a fantastic ride. I'm pretty sure everyone has Pirates on their top 10.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm happy
Yeah.
it made it onto our list. And I think if I last recall, I think it's our second most visited attraction
Yeah.
in our group.
No
Like,
surprise.
it's a ride we go on a lot.
It's
Yeah.
a lot of
We
fun.
go on Pirates a lot.
Yes,
and it's
we do.
I've noticed that we've been getting wet on it a lot more too. Like,
It's true,
I don't
but-
know,
oh yeah, during the
I
cannon
think those
battle,
cannons.
I feel the first waterfall.
The first waterfall is always the one that
It's always
gets
the
the
first.
most.
It's always the first one.
It's never
Yeah.
the second one.
It's never the second
That's
one.
true.
So it's the first one. And
That's
fun fact,
true, yes.
our friend Marceline, Pirates of the Caribbean is her favorite ride. So there you go.
Okay.
Makes sense.
It makes sense.
Oh, gosh, I'm yawning so
We
much.
both
I'm
have
sorry.
something in common.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do you want
just
soda?
yelled at me.
You all good?
I'm kidding.
Do you want soda? There's a
Yes.
soda here.
I think it's
Here,
more.
just.
You're all good.
Thank you.
Alright. Drink up me hearty yo ho.
It's from sitting too long.
Yep.
Sorry. It's from sitting for too long.
Okay, yeah. So what's number 2?
Number 2.
Oh, sorry, one more thing.
Yes.
My only one and only favorite from Pirates of the Caribbean is Jack Sparrow, Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is the reason why they added him into the ride was because not only because the Pirates of the Caribbean movies were successful, but
That
also
would be important, but
true. But also, ever since those movies came out, guests, like especially newer guests, when they go in and on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, it is before like the characters were added in. They're all like wondering like, hey, where's Jack Sparrow? Where's Barbossa? Where's this guy? It's like, why are they not in the ride? And
they're just original pirates before.
Yeah.
Jack Sparrow, right?
It was an original IP.
They weren't even
before
there.
They added more of the movie characters into it.
They were just formed in.
Yep.
They,
And so,
yeah.
But yeah, now they add Jack Sparrow, Barbossa, Blackbeard, and Davy Jones are gone.
Yes.
They got the except they still have the voices at the end, which make no sense.
It makes no sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
Why are they there?
Why?
They're never gonna fix that
And
either.
also Cotton's Parrot is in the ride as
Yes,
well.
That's
Mr.
true.
Cotton's
Oh yeah,
parrot.
okay.
Cotton's Parrot.
Mr. Cotton.
Mr. Cotton.
Mr.
Thank you.
Cotton's
Mr.
The guy
Cotton's
who's
Parrot.
the guy whose tongue cut out.
Yep. But yeah, his parrot's there. So
Yeah.
And of course, he has a favorite quote from Jack Sparrow.
oh
Yeah, what's his quote?
You know,
Yeah,
this
what-
is the day.
Oh yeah, this is the day. There'll always be a day of Captain Jack Sparrow.
yeah, the day that you almost caught Captain Jack Sparrow.
Except I made him sound like.
the day you remember the day that you almost caught Jack Sparrow.
Okay.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Anyways.
Okay. Eric's version sounds like pain and animals. I mean,
Animals.
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean. See, Andy sounds like animal.
Ah.
Animal.
Oh,
The Muppet Animal.
Muppets.
Andy sounds like animal.
Yes.
is a day. It'll always be a day.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, and
Mama!
And I do agree that I do sound like Pain from Hercules.
In a way, yeah.
You do.
Yes.
All right, number 2.
Number 2. All
Top
right.
2 now.
Top 2. This should be interesting.
Ooh.
Here we go. Number 2 is with 43 points. Kate's favorite ride, the Haunted Mansion. Woo!
You're almost close to number 1.
So
Yes.
close to number 1.
So close.
So, Kate, would you like to tell our viewers about the Haunted Mansion since this is your favorite ride?
So, There's a lot that I can say.
What's like the basic
All right.
premise of this ride?
So
For those that don't know.
Guests are invited to a house that houses 999 happy haunts, as it is seen to be almost like a retirement home for them since they're done spooking. So it's kind of their home, and that you get to be visited to visit these spirits and also possibly become the 1000th spirit there. But you get to go ahead. It's a nice dark Omnimover attraction, which is kind of like a nice relaxing dark ride as you traverse through the mansion, taking a tour by the ghost host, and great place for air conditioning for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a great I would say
13-minute attraction.
Is it 13 minutes?
13-minute attraction.
Including the pre-show,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Including the pre-show, you guys. Yeah, 13-minute attraction.
Yeah.
Very appropriate because they're very specific with the number 13.
When there's no wait, it's 13 minutes.
Yep. Fun
So
fact
if you
about
know that, if you go and see it's a 13-minute wait, that means
it's a walk on. You can walk on it and there'll be no wait.
Yep. But it's a great attraction. It's a classic. It was the second to last project.
To last, yeah.
Well, technically, second to last because Walt started Mansion back in 1958 roughly.
Yeah, because he always wanted a haunted house ride.
He always wanted a haunted house ride.
Yeah,
and
the house was built before the ride.
Yeah, well, yeah, because around 1963.
Yeah.
They built the entire exterior, but then the 1964-1965 New York World's Fair happened, and the project was left on hold, just an empty shell of a mansion.
Correct.
And there's no ride, it's just the mansion that was built.
It's kind of there.
Yep, and the ride was originally meant to be a walkthrough attraction.
It was.
Yep. It was at first it was not meant to be a ride.
Yep.
She has many stories of what could have happened.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
I know a lot.
There's a lot of stories of the different
They're all up
concepts.
here.
She also mentioned that it's a retirement home. So wait, we're going to visit them. Is it after visiting hours? Grandpa, is that you? I had to.
And that ride is jam-packed with fantastic illusions that still hold up.
Yes, definitely.
Like the Pepper's Ghost Effect, and they use projections, and
Oh yeah, especially with the mirrors.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the endless hallway. You get to see through the ghosts, and
it's very brilliantly done, and it was all thanks to a few select Imagineers.
Oh yes, and it's a perfect balance of funny and scary.
That was the ironic thing, though, about the haunted.
Yeah, because they would debate and fight about.
You had two people. You had Mark Davis, and then you had Claude Coates. Or Coates.
Yeah, Claude Coates.
Yeah.
I can't keep. It's I want to say Coates because it's
Coates.
Coates is such an interesting last name.
Keep going.
My name is Mr. Coates.
Keep going, please.
But it's between the two. Claude wanted it scary. Mark Davis felt it to be funny because he was known to be the humor guy in Imagineering.
Right.
He helped kind of form a lot of hilarious scenes, especially with Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah.
True.
But it was very interesting that they both argued back and forth for the longest time. Do we want it to be a scary attraction or a funny attraction?
They were inspired by Raleigh Crump, weren't they?
Raleigh Crump helped.
Thank you. Sorry, I was thinking of someone else.
Yeah.
Well, no, Raleigh Crump did help design some of the ideas, but his ideas didn't fully make it into the whole mansion.
Yeah.
But after Walt passed, they were kind of left not knowing what direction to go. And so they both kind of agreed that the first half would be scary, second half being funny.
Okay, fair enough.
So it's very
compromised.
weird. Yeah.
And in the end, the ride still holds up. After at least 60 years, right? Or 50, 60 years?
And we're reaching 60 years.
Yeah, we're reaching
It
60
opened in
years.
69.
Thank you. So reaching 60 years,
Yeah.
it still holds up. And they're still adding new elements and magic into the mansion, especially with the Hatbox Ghost.
Yeah.
That was a nice touch.
But finally they put him into the ride. Which,
Yep.
In 2015, yeah.
Was that it?
I think it was 2015.
It's about, 2015.
Yeah,
2015. It was during the Diamond Celebration.
Yeah, that.
Yep.
60 years of Disneyland.
60 years of Disneyland.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's a fantastic ride, and it's
It's a classic.
It's a classic. It's a must-do for any Disneyland goer.
Especially if your kids want to get more into some scary stuff. It does have some spooky elements, but it's not over the top scary things.
There's no jump scares.
Yeah.
Well,
here and there.
It times with music, thankfully. If you listen to the music, you'll know when the jump.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, and plus, I would say for me, the scariest part, for me, especially when I was younger, because I used to be scared of the haunted house.
Same here.
Me too.
Is that I would say the scariest part in the whole ride is the stretching room.
Yes.
That is the scariest scene in the ride. And it's especially when showing the corpse hanging. That freaked me the
Well,
hell
the thunder crashing
The thunder
everywhere.
crashing, yeah, like that, and everyone's screaming, and it's like,
Oh my
I
gosh!
hate
I have a story.
other
I have a story. I have a story.
oh, story.
My mom actually ruined that part for me
Oh no.
when I was very young.
Should I listen?
Yes.
Is it family appropriate?
Oh, she it is.
Okay, all right.
She basically told me, she basically told me, we're going to an elevator.
Yeah.
We're going into an elevator, and then right when you see the corpse hanging, there was like teenagers all around. They were screaming bloody murder, and I was like 7 at the time.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, make it stop!
Oh.
I was young.
Well, yeah, it can be pretty shocking for kids.
It's like, I guess.
Well, it's because there was
people-
teenagers around. They were all
Yeah.
screaming bloody murder. It's like,
Oh,
Kids,
yeah.
a lot of teenagers do like doing that.
Yeah.
Even to this
okay.
day.
they're annoying.
So please,
Yeah.
if you're watching this, please be respectful in the stretcher room because kids are already traumatized enough with the thunder and the darkness.
Yes.
We don't need extra screams, especially if there's already a scream effect added.
Yes.
So, for us, please, just don't scream.
To any guests that, especially the repeat guests that go on the ride and they love Haunted Mansion, don't repeat the stretching room spiel.
Oh my gosh.
Leave that to the ghost host, please.
How many times has that
It's
happened?
like we all know that, like, you guys know the ride.
You know the ride.
It's like, but there's someone out there that doesn't know the ride and is experiencing it for the first time.
It's a first time viewer.
So don't ruin it for them.
Oh,
So one more plus before we move on to number 1. It has a holiday overlay.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that, like, with Haunted Mansion Holiday,
Yeah, Haunted
Nightmare
Holiday.
Before Christmas takes over. And
Yes.
Yes, that's
You
my
get
favorite
two
one
different
too.
attractions.
You get two in one. Yes.
The one thing, if I had any gripe with the Haunted Mansion, I wish they didn't change it before Halloween.
Oh, okay, I can see
Because it's
that.
already scary, and
Yeah.
you're basically walking into Christmas.
Yeah.
So it's a weird kind of
That is
It's
kind of
like
weird.
literally walking into like a store, wanting to buy Halloween stuff, and then there's already Christmas decorations. It's like, what the?
Exactly. See, like, if anything, I would like, actually, if they did something special. You know, originally when Mansion first opened, they had the actor who would dress in the armor, and he would go to scare the guests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that again. That's fun. I love having live
But there was a
actors.
reason why they took that out, though.
I know, people kept getting punched.
Yeah. Yeah, no scare actors in the rides anymore.
But it's like, if
Yeah.
anything, just make it scary. You know, what if it was like Haunted Mansion, but extra pitch black?
You know what they
Or-
actually, okay, I will say this.
Speak.
There was an After Darks event celebrating the anniversary of the Haunted Mansion where they actually had live performers
Yeah, that was
inside
during
of the attraction
that's during
for
the
one
50th
night only.
That was during the 50th anniversary of it. I saw
Like,
videos.
like they had a suit of
I saw
armor that
videos.
was real, that would go
See,
around
that's
and
what
it
I'm
was
saying.
all
Do
real.
that again.
They had like one, the ghost was alive in the
ballroom.
ballroom, and then the
Gus.
the hitchhiking ghost was a real actor.
Yeah.
That was cool!
Can I
I
say
would do that
something?
again.
Can I say something?
Yes.
They should do that again, but this time for the 70th anniversary for Disneyland when it's coming up.
Oh, that's right. In a couple of years,
Yeah.
Disneyland will be turning 70.
Haunted Mansion will be turning 60 first, though.
Oh,
That's true. Maybe we should do that first.
So
Maybe we should do that
that would be a
first.
perfect time.
That's what they should do first.
But please do it for Halloween, though. I would love to do that every Halloween.
Right.
Give us some spooky spooks.
Yes, but anyways, Haunted Mansion number 2, and it's our most visited ride on our show. As you can see why, it's a classic and it's incredible.
Yeah.
And we all enjoy it.
And we all enjoy it.
It's true.
It's a ride that we all keep on going back to, like
Yes,
no matter
we do.
what.
Yes.
Especially for Kate.
This is true.
It's like every time I'm
she
always
could-
the person that's like, I love riding it once during the day and once at night.
She-
Because it's so different.
She could go on it again and again and again, and then you die.
Yeah.
And then you die.
I'll join them. I'll happily join be the 1,000th spirit. I will
Be-
live in the mansion.
Be our guest.
After I die, I'm gonna be a ghost at the mansion. That's where I'm gonna be.
You're gonna retire.
That's where I'm retiring.
Should we cremate her? Ashes will be in the pet cemetery.
No.
I'm gonna be
Joke.
headed to the garbage waste. I will not be in the mansion if that happens.
Do not allow creep like
I'm joking. Come on, I know
No,
that.
you're joking.
I know. But guys, don't do that, please.
Please.
There's
yeah,
a
don't do
rule.
that.
They don't
You
allow
will
that.
literally be vacuum sucked up and taken to the trash. They do not keep you there because that is also a biohazard.
Yes, it is.
So please,
Yeah.
There's literally a special
Don't do
code
that.
for that. So
do not
don't
do that. Yeah, we have. It's a special.
I
code.
had
Do
to
not
joke
do
about
that.
it. I had to joke about it though.
All right.
All right.
Honorable
All right.
mentions.
Yes.
Honorable mentions, please.
Wait, do you guys need a drum roll before number 1?
Not yet. We're doing honorable mentions.
I'll get
Honorable
that.
mentions first.
So we have 5 rides for honorable mentions. Now these attractions are like honorary. They're like 15 through 11 in this case. The ones that didn't make they didn't make quite the cut, but we wanted to give them a shout out nonetheless.
Yes.
So and the 5 attractions are Snow White's Enchanted Wish,
Okay.
Mad Tea Party,
Yes.
It's a Small World,
Yes.
Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin,
Yes.
and last but not least, as it's now gone, Splash Mountain.
Moment of silence for Splash Mountain.
But look on the bright side. It's gonna become something new.
Exactly.
Okay.
We're getting a Princess and the Frog ride.
Although
It's called Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
And it's gonna be a lot of fun, I'm hoping.
I'm
I
sure
hope.
it's exciting.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
Okay.
Imagineers, please make it incredible. We have faith.
I just hope that they're not doing the what they've been doing with a lot of attractions of projection mapping emotions on people.
Oh yeah, please don't have it be like the Frozen. Don't give it the Frozen Ever After treatment.
Please do it like you did in Tokyo with the Beauty and the Beast attraction.
Yes.
Do that.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Just like that.
Yeah, there's one ride that is an exception too.
What is it?
Frank, would you do the honors?
Sure.
Number 1 Disneyland ride, according to the Lost Boys and Girls, is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway! With a score of 53 points.
That's so high.
Wow.
Repeat
My
that.
God.
53
How much
points.
did we jump from Mansion?
It should have been 100.
It beat it by 10 points.
Okay, that's actually not too bad.
Okay.
So, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is an attraction that takes guests through the movie screen and onto Goofy's train. And as you know, what could possibly go wrong? Things go wrong, and you end up in many different places, and Mickey and Minnie must do their best to get you back together and take you to the perfect picnic spot.
Thanks, Mickey.
Yep,
Yeah.
thank you, Mickey.
And nothing can stop us now.
Yeah, nothing. So,
And it's my personal favorite ride.
same
Where
here.
is-
There you go. Awesome.
I must have hit the track switch.
It's all my fault.
So true.
For all you guys who blame
so
Goofy,
dramatic.
it's not his fault. It's
So
Mickey's
Mickey's
fault.
It's Mickey's fault for once.
Yes. Because many
How
people blame Goofy,
disappointing.
but it's actually Mickey's fault this time.
Yeah.
How disappointing.
Mickey needs some moments of having trouble as well.
Exactly. Like he's known to be the goody two shoes of the group. Like he's got to have some moments where he messes up.
Fair enough.
That's what makes
That's
a good
true.
character.
But
As
anyway,
long as we don't tell Goofy that we're in trouble.
yeah, he doesn't know. Which, by the way, is come to think of it, the ride actually reminds me of a particular Mickey Mouse cartoon.
Which one?
Mickey's Trailer.
Oh yeah, I
For
remember
those of you guys
that
who don't know, pretty much there's a cartoon where Mickey, Donald, and Goofy are in a trailer, and then somehow towards the end of the cartoon, while Goofy's riding the car, he accidentally detaches the trailer while Mickey and Donald go on this crazy ride, and then they end up getting attached right back to Goofy at the end, and then Goofy's like, "Well, I've got you back down
yes.
here, safe and sound." And it's like
That makes sense.
it's
I remember that
literally
one.
is. I can definitely see
Okay,
they got
that
inspiration.
that-
from that.
really
that-
makes sense because it really feels like that I'm in that cartoon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you go to like many different locations. You get to go to a carnival. You get to go to the Wild West. You get to go to a town.
Go to
Running Park.
Hawaii.
Runamunk Park at the end. You get to go to
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Hawaii. You get to go under the sea. You get to go to a factory.
And also you could.
Daisy's dance class.
Yes.
I want to say that. You could dance.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
which personally, if you
And
guys get
conga.
if you get to see a review
that.
episode, that is probably like unanimously our favorite part in the ride is Daisy's dance studio.
Yeah,
Like we love dancing in that. thing.
Every time I'm there, when she chooses the con guy, I point that way.
Yeah.
And that's where we go. And we're
right.
all like doing like.
And it's so fast.
And then like we literally have like the whole car to ourselves. It literally feels like a party.
It does.
Party in a car.
Yep.
Party in the car.
Party in the car.
And the car's dancing.
Yeah.
And,
We said that.
and it's a ride. that's perfect for the whole family. Not only that, but it's also a great love letter to not only Mickey Mouse, but also to Walt Disney and his love of trains, which I love so much because Walt loves his trains.
We talked about with the railroad in the beginning.
Oh, with the railroad in the beginning, and also like he has like a miniature train set that he would like sit upon, and he would like ride around, and like
he'd like take kids rides on and everything.
And like Run Park, in a way, I feel like it's inspired by Griffith Park, which is the same park where he got the inspiration for Disneyland for.
Yeah.
That is like, if that's the case, I love it.
And also, we finally had Mickey and Ryan also.
It took over 90 years for Mickey and Minnie to finally have their own dark ride attraction.
Can I say something? Can I say something? Disney, what took you so long?
Well, I actually have a question. I actually have an answer for that. The reason why is because when they were first making Disneyland, they didn't know if it was going to be a success or a bust. And just to be on the safe side, they want to make sure that Disneyland is a success. So that way, if it does fail, they don't have like Mickey being like connected to it in any way as an attraction. So they wanted to play it safe. So once like Disney knows that they have a hit with Disneyland, they started coming up with ideas and concepts on what will be the perfect story for a Mickey Mouse attraction. And then after this many years, we finally have one.
Yep.
Also, in my opinion, it's better to be in the cartoon than in reality.
Oh yeah, like the cartoons, it's very vibrant and it's like very chaotic.
Yeah.
And it's like, it literally feels like, and I love the technology with 2.5D. Because they could have easily made this into like one of those like 3D simulator rides, but they chose not to, which I'm glad that they didn't. Like they decided to make it an actual dark ride with animatronics. And like they took projection mapping to a whole new level,
especially in B mode of the carnival.
Oh yeah, like I'm glad they have like backup scenes for that, like the carnival, and also like the factory transformation scene, incredible. Like oh my gosh, you're in the factory for 1 second, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're back at the park.
And also the Twister.
The Twister, yes.
The Twister.
The Twister. I love that game.
And also the pre-show. When we talk about like how the pre-show, it's very brilliantly done on how like it like not only moves forward in the story and sets you up for it, but also it takes guests from the real world into the cartoon in a very creative way.
I also like how you made us cartoons.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
If you guys have seen our Runaway Railway review, it's actually our most viewed review episode we've ever done.
No surprise.
Currently at like 5,000 views.
Wow.
5,000.
5,000, yeah.
That's
It's our top one. Well, thank you
really
guys for watching. We put a whole lot of work into that one.
Yeah.
It took us like a few how long did we take to plan out for that review?
A long time.
A
few months, yeah, it took us months to plan for that one.
Because it was at first between Jake starting up with the story, then I kind of helped with a couple concepts, and then after that we decided to schedule a day, then we had the filming, then you had the animating, and then it was a big project.
We just knew that like the ending we wanted to be animated. That's all we wanted us to be cartoons at the end.
Yeah, Jake drew us beautifully.
Thank you.
Anyway.
Draw me like one of those.
Especially me and Tim were fishing.
That's right, we were, weren't we?
And also, no one's ever mentioned the pre-show, like not the pre-show, but the queue. How like you go into like the queue and you get to see the museum of all like the Mickey costumes and like
dedicated by Minnie for the Historical Toon Society.
And like the movie poster that parodizes different Disney movies like
Parodies.
Hocus Pocus,
Exactly.
and Honey I Shrunk the Kids, and Newsies, Parent Trap,
Oh, yeah.
and like so many.
And I also like it when they have Toodles.
Yes, they have Toodles. They have the Sorcerer's Apprentice outfit. They got the Beanstalk.
Prince and the Pauper. They got the wheel from Steamboat Willie. They got from
Playing Crazy. Lonesome Ghost. There's so many.
The one thing I didn't see though was House of Mouse.
Oh
no!
You could have at least had Mickey's, outfit or something.
No,
because
another day's discussion.
Where's House of Mouse at though? Because it's not on Disney Plus. It's
I
not
know, right?
We're waiting on it for Disney Plus.
We're still waiting for Disney.
Where's it in the
Where's the House of Mouse?
How long have we been filming?
I don't know.
Disney, please put House of Mouse on.
We should be wrapping up.
Yeah, we should be wrapping up.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that concludes our top 10 Lost Boys and Girls favorite Disneyland rides.
Yeah.
And I'm actually very satisfied with this list. Lots of great selections. I'm glad that we all came together very peacefully and came up with this list together. Now the question is, like, what's going to be the #1 ride for Disney's California Adventure? And I already know the answer to that one.
Yeah.
And that is
Rainy Day Cruise!